What it do, what it do, what it do? You already know what's going on. It's yours truly. Just say it with me. I'm Mr. TALIAFERRO. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing out there? Man, yo, this snitch is something else, man. Tekashi 6ix9ine. So I know you guys have probably saw it already around. It's been on multiple outlets. I'm a little late to the party. Yesterday, Tekashi 6ix9ine and his team closed a quote-unquote $10 million deal. Now, I want to put the quote-unquote on it because obviously with a deal like that, they're going to want to see a few things. They're going to want to see how he comes out and how does his music perform. They're going to want to see some publishing on the back end. I'm pretty sure he might have signed away so much of his music. And they're going to want to see a multitude of things. Also, probably promo is involved in that. So he might can make $10 million. He probably never see that contract. But I think we're losing the bigger picture. Let's not focus on the fact that Tekashi 6ix9ine signed a $10 million deal with his former label, 10K Projects. They want one English album and they want one Spanish album from Tekashi 6ix9ine. I don't want to focus on that as much. I do want to give any details. I mean, as many details as I can about that 10K Projects deal. That's the label that Tekashi was on originally. Obviously, they had Trippie Redd on that label as well. Things with South, they kind of backed away from Tekashi 6ix9ine. It was like, let him and his legal situation play out like it's going to play out. We'll come back in the end. All right? I want to focus on the fact that they agreed to do this deal. Timing is what I want to focus on. If you were 10K, why would you do this deal right now? You don't know whether Tekashi 6ix9ine is going to get 1 year in prison, 47 years in prison, the rest of his life in prison. Here's what we're all assuming. Like I've told you guys before, it feels like Tekashi 6ix9ine, because he just got his sentencing date pushed up from January 24th, 2020 to December 18th, 2019. So he'll be sentenced in the next couple months, a week before Christmas. It's feeling like Tekashi 6ix9ine is going to walk into the courtroom on the morning of December 18th. The judge is going to tell him, look, you work with the feds. You snitched on all your former 9 Trey gang homies. You've done enough. Time served. Walk out of my courtroom. Goodbye. Live your life. We offered you protective custody. You don't want it? Fine. Live your life. Try to be a rapper. You got a 6ix9ine on your head. More riddance to you. You a snitch. You work with us. You giving us everything we want. We'll let you walk away scotch-free. I don't know that to be true. The judge could say, Tekashi, you got to do another year, another 2 years. Obviously, anything is better than the minimum 47 years he was facing had he decided to fight this thing in court. I mean, he pretty much made everyone in the 9 Trey gang agree to please and agree to 10 to 15 year sentences is what they're going to all get. Shotty already took his 15. So what I'm trying to say is the fact that this label, a 10K Project, decided to do this deal right now, before the man got sentenced, it tells me there are rumblings behind the scenes. Tekashi and his team, they know something. They know something about how much time he's going to do. More importantly, how much more time he's not going to do. And I think that just goes more into the narrative that this young man, when it's time to be released or when it's time for sentencing, he is going to be released from prison. He's going to get out on time served. It's just continuing that narrative that I have been telling you guys for quite some time, that I got a source from New York that's been telling me his team feels like he's getting out because of the snitching that he's done. And they don't feel like it's really snitching. To be real with you, Tekashi and his team feel like they did the right thing. This is according to a source that I trust. So if I trust them, you should trust them. They don't look at it as snitching. They look at it as like, bruh, these dudes have turned their back on me. They had plans on killing me. So that's the kind of narrative that he's painting, and that's what he's gonna roll with coming out of prison. And he's planning on having around-the-clock security. So we'll see how it goes for Tekashi. But the fact that he signed that deal right now, I think the timing of it just tells you the confidence that this label has that he's gonna be all right and be able to make them some money on the back end. Put it like this: I look at it like a player who's not exceeded his contract, right? Like Andrew Wiggins in the NBA. Wiggins got a max deal for, with the amount of years that he's got in the league. He got a max deal and he ain't proved nothing yet. They went out on a limb and gave him a max deal and he ain't even a max type player yet. I look at what this label did with Tekashi is like, they think he's about to get out and be a superstar. To do it now, they didn't want They didn't want Tekashi to become a big time rapper once he got out. They didn't want to wait and then they $10 million not be able to afford him for a deal. Like he could be able to command $20-30 million. So look at it like that. Minnesota signing Wiggins to a max deal now instead of what his max deal could be if he waited a couple years and signed it as an unrestricted free agent. I know I'm taking it to basketball terms, but it's a similar concept. Tekashi signing that deal 2 months before he's even sentenced tells me that their label has some type of... They wouldn't have done the deal if they didn't know something behind the scenes. Obviously. I thank you guys so much for the time, love, support. I cannot believe not only is this dude about to get out after he read it, he even signing deals. He's getting his bank account together while he's in prison on racketeering charges. Never seen a story like this in history. I'm out. You into sports, we got you. NFL news, I got you. NBA news, NBA highlights, NBA full coverage, feature stories, all that great stuff, I got you. We even got a little bit of Madden and 2K mixed in. Subscribe to this platform, and I got you. More quality content on the way. Subscribe.